The evidence seems to indicate that you're watching dolly vision.
Footsteps down the hall, fingerprints of the dead, cold as stone. He's got the scoop, best around town known. Dolly vision headlights, king of peace. Truth unravels, crackling through the heat. Lost soul shouting, echoes in the night. Rock the truth while live on air light. Topping up, Dolly vision's dreaming real. True crime scene flash feels so unreal. YouTube madness like share, subscribe. Jack's on fire, burning the world's fire. Where's the baby missing shadows crawl? People whisper footsteps down the hall. Fingerprints of the dead, cold as stone. He's got the scoop, best around town known. Dolly vision headlights, king of peace. Truth unravels, crackling through the heat. Lost soul shouting, echoes in the night. Rock the truth while live on air light.
What is up, YouTube? Dolly back in the house again tonight. Of course, tonight we're talking drone crashes. Are they really drones? What is going on in our skies? Okay, something's happening. Our government don't want to tell us what's going on. Today, we're going to try to get to the damn bottom of it. Okay, there has to be answers. And we're going to take a look at some of these alleged videos that are coming out of UFO or drone crashes taking place over New Jersey. Are they starting to shoot them down? Are they starting to malfunction? That is my question. But at first, of course, make sure you leave your DNA on that like button just in case you get abducted by aliens and Dolly got to come looking for you. Look, I'm the only person that's going to come find you. So make sure you leave your DNA on that like button. Also, we're getting pretty close to hitting 62,000 people. So make sure you sub up, ring that bell for notifications. Of course, feel free to share this ugly face right here on any social media platform that you choose. Okay, so over the last few nights, we have been going over a little bit of the stuff that has been going on in our skies all up and down the East Coast. This started off, it was sightings of drones in New Jersey, sometimes over airports, sometimes just all over the place, just randomly flying through the sky for hours at a time. Okay. Now, our government has been telling us, hey, we have no clue to what is going on in the skies. We don't know what they are. They don't belong to us, but do they? A lot of people seem to think that these drones or these crafts that we are seeing in the air, kind of looking like fixed wing planes sometimes, kind of looking like drones at times, do not belong to the U.S. government. And they're saying they don't know who they belong to. Do they belong to a different country? And then you would think, well, wouldn't they be shooting them down, or wouldn't these drones be crashing if they belong to somebody else so far from another country and stuff like that? Well, a lot of videos are coming out about crashes of these drones, but quickly they're getting covered up. Okay. Top secret cover up. Okay. But thank God for the internet, because usually when things happen, people post it instantly to Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm just now getting used to calling it X, Twitter. Okay. For some of you people out there, Twitter. And of course, there's a lot of different videos out showing what appears to be crashes. Some of these are recoveries where we see the fire department going out there. And, the FBI has released, I guess, commands or what to do in case they run across one of these drones, is what they're calling them. But we don't know exactly what they are. We just know that they have lights on them, FAA lights, so that it looks like it's man-made, right? But some of these drones are making maneuvers in the sky that don't quite look like anything else we've ever seen. Okay. I know this in my years of living, I have never seen nothing quite like this. But technology is moving pretty fast. So things are changing. What we see in our sky is changing. And like I said, these drones have been spotted from everywhere from Connecticut all the way down to the coast of Florida. Here in Virginia, we have been seeing them. They have been hovering over different places here in Virginia, up in the clouds, and like I said, making strange maneuvers. A lot of places definitely around military installations. Okay. Not only that, they've had a couple people that have been out flying drones in restricted areas get arrested. Now, we knew this was coming, the hysteria of all this and the fear that, now when you see just a commercial drone, you're freaking out, you're calling the police, you're calling the FBI, and it makes it hard for drone pilots like me just to go out and launch their drone because everybody's freaking out now, thinking it's an alien in the sky. Now, I tried to show everybody last night what a basic consumer drone looks like and how small the lights are. These lights are huge. And, of course, there's been reports of these things being the size of a school bus or a small passenger plane. Aliens done upgraded their spaceships to look like drones, okay? To look like drones. Now, is this a mothership that are releasing these drones into the sky? Are they charging on the power lines? Like I've been thinking, because how does drones stay in the air for 6 hours at a time unless they're able to charge in the air from some type of source, right? We don't know, but we're going to take a couple look at some videos. We're going to take some phone calls. I'm going to be here a little bit tonight with you guys to discuss what's going on in the skies and why is our government not doing anything, right? A lot of people believe this is a big cover up. There may be a WMD that has gotten loose into this country. And, the government is trying to find it with these sniffer drones. We've been hearing a lot about that. A lot of people think this has something to do with it. I really don't know. Let me ask you guys a question. Did y'all get my notification tonight? Did it go out to you that I was coming live? I set it up. It was pretty quick to set up because I was working on the thumbnail. So usually I try to give it a half hour or over a half hour so my notifications go out. Usually if you set up a stream and do it like 15 minutes, I see yes, 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 yes. Okay, well, good. Then it went out. No problem then. All right, so let's share the screen. Entire screen. Bam. And this first video we're going to watch appears to be some type of drone crash that took place over New Jersey. Okay. Now you see what appears to be something on fire, burning, falling from the sky. Okay. And like I said, fire departments have been going out and they've been going to these crash sites. We've seen different images on the internet of fire departments, going out and trying to recover debris or different things from these crashes that are taking place out of our sky. What is it? Is it fixed wing aircrafts? And then, when we hear the government come out and talk about it, they say that these are regular planes that are being flown by people, regular passenger planes and things like that. Well, if that's the case, then what the hell is crashing out the sky? Because wouldn't we have a lot of dead pilots if this is the case? In the last few days, I've done seen at least 4 or 5 videos of different drone crashes taking place. Okay. Now they don't show this one getting recovered, but there is images out there of drones being recovered from crash scenes, and the fire department quickly to go out to recover it. They're also telling fire department to wear full hazmat suits, scuba, right, which are forced air breathing apparatuses, not like scuba tanks that you see in the water. Okay. Also, they're telling them to bring in the BOMB squad because apparently these things could go boom in the night, especially drones that are this big. Most of them are powered by some type of lithium batteries, which can be flammable, explosive, things like that. Sweet says, I'm in Virginia. Okay, well, they have been seen in Virginia. We haven't seen no crashes here that I've seen so far reported in Georgia, but definitely we're watching the other night. And I still have those videos of drones here over Virginia doing almost UFO type things, right? Now, like so many people believe that the nuke sniffer drones is the dumbest idea yet. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it is. And we heard this, the nuke sniffing drones. We heard that from manufacturers of weapons for the military. So if the manufacturers are saying, hey, they got these capabilities of sniffing out WMDs, and this person creates drones, I think they would know better than we do. I mean, I don't create drones. I fly them, but I ain't the one designing them, putting the technology into them. And if you're working with the military, drones belong to dog and at night investigations. Okay, all right, maybe so. Maybe they're out looking. Maybe they're out looking for fugitives in the night. Okay, I don't think that's what it is. I believe this is our U.S. government, and they're using these to, I don't know what they're using them for. Maybe to scan the area. Maybe there is something to the sniffer drones. Maybe they're using them for counter surveillance, but I don't really know what's going on in Jersey right now to where you're going to need 50 or 60 drones, for counterintelligence or for snooping on people. Now, you would think if they were testing these drones, they would test them at a facility, a la sight, a la mine, somewhere in the desert where there ain't millions of people seeing them. So it ain't like my daughter thinks everything in the sky is drones now. Sweet Jones, I'm glad you said that because I was about to touch on that. That, it causes like a hysteria. So people are seeing airplanes in the sky now and they're thinking it's drones. Your mind instantly goes to drones because we've been hearing so much over the last days about these drones in the sky. Please answer me. I didn't see what your question was. Okay. I don't read everything in the chat. What drone stays in the air for hours? Not any drone I know. But then again, I don't design military grade drones, or I don't have a military grade drone, but apparently whatever they're designing or whatever's going on in the sky, some of these things are coming down. Okay. And every night we're hearing now since the last few days about different drone crashes, but we're not hearing what the fire department or any of these people are actually recovering. Okay. We're just seeing the images of, things crashing and things allegedly crashing. Okay. Last night, another drone crashed in Hillsborough, New Jersey as well. The one was right next to power lines as well. Remember, somebody had called in last night and said something about drones flying over the power lines. All right. You can see the response from the fire department, the BOMB squad, different things, FBI, CIA. And, Trump spoke on it, said, maybe we need transparency. We need to be shooting these things down if our government is not going to tell us what is going on. And if they're crashing and we're recovering the debris, it seems like by this point we would know what's going on. But our city leaders in Jersey and governors and mayors, they're acting like they don't know and they're not being told. And a lot of people are saying this is on a need to know basis. Okay. And this is some of the response. It says, guess who saw a dark gray mass in a parking lot? Guys, I did. Odd drone is seen disintegrated into metallic mush in New Jersey mall parking lot. Okay, now I don't know if this is true, but they're saying that is what it turned into some type of, it done liquefied. Okay. I got a $100,000 for anyone who brings me one of those drones. Now let's see. I don't know if that's going to do it. Something's definitely going on in the skies, right? I don't think people are tripping. Drone crashed into a New Jersey homeowner's backyard as panic over mystery sightings grips the state. Okay. And, here's some pictures of what they believe is a drone coming down. And like I said, I haven't seen, some of these drones appear to be what you would call a UFO. Okay. $1 in Bitcoin. Definitely something's going on, says Sweet Jones. I believe so. But what is it? Right? And why are they covering up these crash sites so quickly? If you have a down drone, why don't you show the people, hey, it's just a drone. It's nothing. It's made by, Lockheed or Boeing or whatever organization is making this. And is this some type of test, or is this something to prepare you? So when there is aliens in the sky, people just think it's drones. Okay. So if you think everything's a drone now, when you look up and you see a UFO, are you going to think it's a UFO? Or are you going to think it's just a drone? Okay. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Now, if you think everything's a drone, you're not going to think, okay, well, look at this orb. Okay. A lot different than a drone. But if you was to see that in the sky, something that looks out of this world, are people going to tell you, hey, it's just a drone? It's not a UFO. No worries. But we have all these UFOs flying around, right? Because I truly believe that aliens are real. But are they visiting our planet, right? Now that I don't know. Okay. I don't know if they're actually visiting or not. But it's going to be no way to really tell if everything is a damn drone sighting. Hold on. I done lost my place. Search filter. What happened here? All right, let me blow this up so I can get back to where I was at. Hold on 1 second. Okay, here we go. Now let me share the screen again. Bam. Matter of fact, I'll share it like this. So I'm a little bit bigger right now, and then I'll blow it up. All right. People have been seeing crazy things when they zoom in their cameras. We seen this the other night. Okay. Basically, what looks like a plasma ball in the sky. Okay. Let's go. You're on the right track now. I associate orbs with spirits. Yeah, I mean, if it was low flying, I would say, yeah, like if it was in your yard, I would say, okay, maybe that's a ghost or a spirit. But when it's in the sky, or spirits flying around in the sky doing maneuvers like alien craft, I mean, I don't know. That's a little weird. This is not a drone. See, I think some of this stuff we're being lied to. We have full-blown UFO UAP event occurred in real time in New Jersey with tens of thousands of witnesses, tons of video footage. I have to say I agree on a lot of this. Some of it don't look like drones. Okay, what the hell is this in the sky? Let me blow this up for you guys so you can see it. All right, what did I not click on? Okay, well, it's not that. Okay, here we go. That'll blow it up a little better, so you guys can get a little look at this. Now, some of these things that these lights are doing in the sky is stuff I have never seen drones do. All right, let me open the phone lines too. So I want to hear from you beautiful people tonight about what's going on in our skies. Let me throw the phone line up real fast while I'm rambling here. Okay, so there's the phone line. Numbers on the screen, 757-797-6694. And like I said, some of this stuff is, yeah, it clearly drones. But some of this stuff, oops. Dolly.
Hey there, Dolly.
Hey.
And this is Jen.
Hey, Jen. How's it going tonight?
Oh, it's going pretty all right. Just
Okay.
sitting here tripping the lights. Fantastic over here. Um, yeah, you, you know, maybe I've talked to you about this before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're only the third rock from the sun, okay? And there's many suns out there,
Yeah.
and
Thank you, Heather.
they, you know, I think they've been trying to get us prepared for this for years.
Yeah.
You
Or
know, starting out with Star Trek.
maybe, or they just want, with all these drones up in the air, they want us to look up in the air. And when we see something, we just automatically think it's a drone and we don't worry about the UFOs that are flying over our heads. Because a lot of people
Well,
believe these drones are up there to study the orbs that are in the sky.
well, you never know why they're here. I mean, we know they've been here. I mean, you know what? It's been said before. Why search for something that's already here?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I've heard different people say that like, why would I look? Robert Bigelow from the Air and Space he said, why would I look for them? They're already here, so
Well,
amongst us,
well,
walking around, not
well,
flying in the sky.
I've seen them myself.
What,
I live right here in Salt Lake City, and I saw my first one at 11.
UFO?
You-
I've never
Yeah.
seen I've never seen a UFO that I could go, well, man, that was a UFO. I've seen some lights in the sky moving around really high altitude that I thought was a star, and then it moved, and I was like, well, damn, stars don't move. So, but I can't say for sure that I've seen a UFO.
Well, I wasn't alone when I saw it either. I'll tell you
Uh-huh.
that.
And you don't live in a cornfield.
No, this was in the city,
Yeah.
and this is in broad daylight too.
That
You
you've
know,
seen a UFO in day. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
oh, it was. I mean, it scared us. I mean, it was like, I turned around. I went to go visit a friend, and her mother answered the door. As soon as she opened the door, I mean, her face just went white.
Uh-huh.
And, I turned around, and it was just like a neon blue orb spinning.
Wow.
It's about the size of a basketball.
Well, I mean,
And
can that be a UFO though? What could fit inside something that tiny?
anything, something, greater than what we know of,
Yeah.
obviously. And, don't forget, we also had the movie with Carl Sagan that was trying to prepare us for this too, called Cosmos. I don't know if you ever watched that.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
He was trying to tell us, all through that. Carl Sagan He was a genius.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he says, yeah, all we are are star stuff. We're made out of, what everything else is in this whole vast universe.
Yeah.
And what makes us think we're the most intelligent thing in this whole vast universe?
I don't think we are.
No, I don't think we are either.
So,
There's more advanced stuff out there than what you think. But yeah, this, it is probably a test to see what we're going to do.
yeah.
I mean,
even with the drones, people didn't really panic. They're saying there's panic, but I haven't really seen any like actual panicking.
Well, it's not like the panic that it wasn't like in the 40s when Orson Welles came out with War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
At least it's not that kind of panic.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
And yeah. So we can be grateful for that. But they're obviously, not doing anything to us.
No, not yet. Anyway.
So, I don't consider it a threat. Just like, that orb I saw didn't do anything to us.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I wanted to run away, but that lady wouldn't let me go.
Yeah, I mean,
Goes,
if I see some
you're not going anywhere.
I haven't, like I said, I ain't seen no just colored orbs flying small as a basketball. I mean, I would think that wasn't an alien. I would think that was a spirit or something, if I'd have seen something like that. But when
No.
something big, when I think ship, I think, something the size that you can have passengers in.
Well, the second one I've seen here, it was pretty good size.
Uh-huh.
And I just ran into the house. It's like,
I mean,
okay, I've seen enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I would be too. I wouldn't stand out there and wait for them to probe me. You know what I'm saying? I would get the hell out of Dodge. I'm a runner. So I'm gonna be up out of there like this one right here. That's like I'm showing on the screen now is like kind of what you described.
What it is, if it's a natural
well, everybody else
phenomenon,
is
because
just
it could
standing
be,
out there
but
looking
this is
at
why
it.
so many
They're trying to get me to
municipalities are
come back out, and I'm like, no, that's all right. I saw enough on that.
To
But,
me, when I see stuff like that, it looks like a glitch in the matrix or something,
Well, you never know.
Yeah, something's definitely going on, and that's what we're seeing in this video I'm showing now is definitely not a drone. I've never seen a drone to look anything like this. Whatever this is spinning through the air in different directions.
Almost what it looked like.
Mm-hmm. That's why I pulled it up. But
it was a bright neon blue.
Yeah, I've seen them lately. They've been showing these things in all kinds of colors, like white, red, blue, whatever it is. It don't appear to be a ship, but a plasma ball. Looks like something out of Ghostbusters.
Almost, huh?
People are saying this is stuff they've seen in their yard too. Like other people are saying they've seen things similar to this. It is cool looking. I mean, I give it that. It's very cool looking, but what the hell is it?
This was years and years ago though when I saw this.
Well, I believe, me myself,
moons.
I believe aliens have been coming here since, the pyramid days and helped build the pyramids and things like that. And have been giving man technology for thousands of years. Somebody's saying it's definitely a psyop. So
you never know. Never know.
I don't. Hey, but look,
I'd stay calm though. That's all I gotta say. Just,
I mean,
I don't see anything happening. This ain't War of the Worlds, so
yeah, panicking ain't gonna make it any better. You know what I'm saying? Nope. So I guess stay calm and get the hell out of Dodge is my thing.
Or just leave them alone, let them do their thing, whatever it is.
People are saying just water on the lens. I don't know if water on your lens is going to spin like that. I've been out with cameras in the rain, and I've never caught no images like this. So
no, water don't spin like that.
Yeah, whatever this is. Yeah, whatever this is spinning. But hey, look, I appreciate you calling.
Okay. All right, you take care.
All right, peace.
Bye.
So everything people are seeing are not drones, okay? And, we keep hearing about this full disclosure we're going to get of them, telling us that UFOs and these things are real in this world. Is this just a way to like, okay, well, let's send up a bunch of drones, like I was saying. And then every time people look in the sky, they're going to think it's a drone. Even if you was to see something like this, right? You looked up and seen that. This definitely looks out of this world, right? But if you was just to think, oh, well, that's a drone, you wouldn't even pay it much mind after a while. It's just like looking at airplanes. Airplanes fly over us all the time. How much attention do we really pay to airplanes? Not much. Usually the only time you stare at an airplane is when you was a little kid and you're looking out the window and go, oh, well, there's a cool little airplane, right? You playing with your planes as kids. As adults, we see that shit all the time. We don't even pay it no mind. When a plane flies over, I don't even look up. I'm so used to, I don't live too far from the airport, so I'm pretty used to planes flying over. So I don't really pay it much mind, right? But some of these things are not looking like drones. Like Dolly.
What up, Dolly?
What up?
chief from Indiana on
Hey.
the news tonight. They said they spotted drones over Ohio now.
Drones over Ohio. Okay. I wonder what they're doing over Ohio. What are they looking for? I
I
mean,
don't know, but if they're anywhere around airports, this could be something more than we think.
yeah, well, I mean, I've been hearing about, airports grounding planes and delaying planes
Yeah.
and, worried about this because, they're flying close to these things. And we have seen some people out flying drones. They have caught some people in restricted areas flying drones, but they didn't
Yeah.
bring down no drones the size of a small car
Well,
like
I
these
heard
are.
that there was 2 guys from Boston that were arrested for trespassing on
Mhm.
I don't know if it was military base or airport, but they were arrested, caught up to them on Long Island and arrested, and they've been charged with trespassing. I heard that last night.
Yeah, which is
Also.
just misdemeanor charges, but
Yeah.
you can, if you flying these near an airport or even a military installment where planes are landing, that's dangerous. I mean, you could cause a
Yeah,
crash. You could definitely cause
absolutely.
a crash, and you could cause people their lives just, just pranking or doing whatever. I think when people started seeing this, other people started going, okay, well, let's have some fun with it and let's send our drones up and, they're hooking lights to them and different things to make it look crazy in the sky. I think some of it's hoaxed and I think some of it's real.
Yeah, I agree.
And then, it's hard to tell at night what's what. All you really see is all these lights up there. Some of these things could be on balloons or, blowing around up there. I have no clue. It seems like
Yeah.
the government would be doing something about it and they're not. You don't see
Right.
nobody scrambling planes, helicopters, not nothing. So it just tells me that the government knows what's going on in the sky and that's why
Yep.
they're not addressing it.
And also, my prescription glasses are Oakley's.
Uh-huh. Oh, you heard my little
And,
video about the Oakleys earlier?
Yeah. And also, I pulled up a video on my phone because I wanted to hear Katie Proudfoot's voice, and she sounded awfully a lot like that last caller you had.
I don't know. I just know that last caller I had was definitely allies
On
with them. Yeah.
on another level.
Yeah, she was definitely I guess the YouTube word is simp. She was definitely, on in their corner
Yeah.
for sure.
Right. I played a video of Katie, and it sounded awfully like that caller.
Maybe, you never know. I do know they watched the video, my
She did
videos.
say her name was Katie from Tennessee.
Yeah, she's
So
not Proudfoot though.
yeah, so they say.
It's all over. Christmas is canceled. That's what people in the chat are saying. I don't think so.
Right.
Hey, well, look,
Yeah.
I appreciate you calling in.
No problem, brother. Have
All
a
right.
good night.
All right, peace. Dolly.
Yes, hello. Helena Petrovina Lebowski, Pakistan. I live in Indiana
Uh-huh.
with granddaughter, and tonight 4 drones have went over our houses in Indiana.
And
My son recorded 2, but fell asleep,
uh-huh.
and he didn't get out to take pictures or film the other 2.
What
But
side?
what I want to say,
Okay.
12:30, I say, few hours. But the ones I did see, they were like 1:15.
Okay.
So,
How big do you
But what I want to say is, President Eisenhower made an agreement with alien
Uh-huh.
in 1954.
Okay.
24 was supposed to be the year of disclosure. And if you recall, the first day of January of this year in Miami malls, remember?
The alien at the mall?
Walking through the malls and outside, and all police go to Miami Mall.
Yeah.
1,000, no 1,000, but I bet 100
Yeah.
go. And some
Well, some
filmed
people
it.
allege
And
there
now
was a fight between teenagers and there may have been
No.
shots fired.
It was not. It was not. That is what government wants you to think.
Uh-huh.
they have till the end of the year. And I also feel that there was close to nuclear war a few weeks back, and perhaps they shut down that they cannot get out weapons or nuclear things.
Uh-huh.
But I do think that they have come for something. They are looking for something. They are looking for honor and disclosure.
Yeah.
Many other high, maybe president have met alien, but the one that signed that was President Eisenhower. I do believe that is why they are here. My grandmother told me story long time ago.
Yeah.
I heard gentlemen say they see in Ohio and we see four in Indiana.
They're
And
here in Virginia
usually where we
too.
live, where I live now, is usually that is lot of UFOs go over.
Oh, okay.
And we have so many. MUFON has been here twice and talked to my son and myself. And they said they also have like, places to, they usually like roads. You might see like roads that they go on.
Yeah.
Usually here they are from west to east. So we see many. I saw the one on Thanksgiving night, but it was circular, and it was like plasma or a volcano happened. He poured something into the woods. I live nearby, and then stayed, came back, and then stayed, and then left. I never see again. So that is all I want to tell you. Dolly, they are looking for something.
Yeah.
They are looking for what they were promised. And these beings are so far ahead of our Space Force or any Army, like Navy, Air Force, so far ahead. We cannot fight these. We cannot. The vibration has raised now, and also the promise. But vibrations have raised for many people and yourselves to move on in perhaps a new earth. I do not know how the creator or the being will do that, but vibration for most people, intuitive, mediums, things, their vibration raise. But the alien will not leave. They will not leave till some meeting, perhaps secret, but maybe soon we find out one day. But I just want to thank you for allowing me to talk to you. And
oh, not a problem.
I hear that from little girl about the pledge or the signing. I never have forgotten that. I wait for 2024. It's here. It began with ETs and it's ending with UAPs.
Okay.
So thank you very much, Dolly, for letting me. If my granddaughter Kim ever talks to you, no, you do not talk to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
to
Christmas to you too. Bye-bye.
Okay. Good night. Good night.
All right. So she says Eisenhower made a deal with the aliens, right? Now, listen, I've thought, people for a long time have believed that these aliens had made contact way back in the day. I mean, way back in the damn Roswell, New Mexico. And a good majority of people in this country, let me ask you guys, how many of you think Roswell crash happened? If you did, like this video, right? And then press 1 in the chat. All right. If you think the crash in Roswell really took place and Area 51 is covering it up, press 1 in the chat. If you think no, press 2, but definitely like the video first. Let's see if we can get 1,200 likes on this video. We got 1,200 of you beautiful people with us tonight looking in the skies. And listen, I've never seen a drone do anything like this. Okay, like what we're seeing right here. Now, I can't say some of these ain't hoaxes, right? But if they are, they're very good ones. And for the longest time, we've been seeing things in the sky, and nobody can really determine what it is. Okay, we know there's been some crashes. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly, this is Cece from Louisville, Kentucky.
Hey, CC, what's going on tonight?
Not much. I just wanted to give a little info that I got.
Okay.
My friend lives in Dayton, Ohio, and they had shut down the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base today.
Uh-huh.
And the knowledge that he had got was the government has no clue what's going on, and they're trying to figure it out. Well, yesterday when I had talked to you, I thought, maybe the government was trying to control our airspace or something because some kind of threat maybe happened.
Yeah,
But
I mean, some people are saying that the orbs or the aliens or something out of this world, and the drones are sent up to see what these orbs are, because this kind of seems orbish what we're watching right now, and how bright it is. What drone is that bright?
Exactly, and he said there was probably about 20 of them in the sky when they shut down the Wright-Pat Air Force Base.
Uh-huh.
And they very rarely shut that down.
Yeah.
It's where people can go to the museum and stuff like that. And
Yeah, and you would think if there was something above the base, they would scramble warplanes and intercept it.
I don't think they can. I think it's messing with the way he put it to me is he thinks it's messing with flight controls, and that's why they keep grounding flights and closing airports.
So
every time they come near.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even people said that about drones. They said they went to launch drones up to chase the stuff or to look at it, and the drones are instantly, the batteries will go dead or they'll malfunction or jam up and crash.
So it's messing with international air travel. It's messing with international communications. It's messing with a lot in the background.
Yeah. And the weird thing is, like, our government seems to be like, oh, well, it's just, you're crazy. Swamp gas, the basic swamp gas theory that we're not seeing what we're seeing, and all these people are hoaxes, or they're just mistaking a real aircraft for, like, I ain't never seen an aircraft in my life look like that in the sky.
If that's it, then why is the military panicking?
I mean, I don't know. I don't really know if they're panicking, because
they're panicking.
You think they're panicking?
Oh, he told me they're panicking.
Huh.
I can't give you his name or anything, but he's in the Air Force. He lives in Dayton, Ohio, by the Wright-Pat Air Force Base. And
a lot of people believe that Wright-Patterson is where they house a lot of these hidden UFOs back in the early days. A lot of people believe that's where they took the crash from Roswell, is to Wright-Patterson.
I wouldn't put nothing past the government because they got so much underground stuff we don't even know about.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. Underground facilities, underground bases, underground everything. I think most of the stuff, they create, they're testing underground. So you don't see it. That's what I'm saying. People are like, well, they're testing these drones. I was like, well, they wouldn't do that where you could just see them and then light them up to where, everybody in the ground can see them. So
usually when the military tests something, they either send it to another country that's in a conflict to get it tested, or they do it on the down low.
Yeah. And we're seeing this just right in the skies. And why pick New Jersey, to be the first place? Because I mean, it seems like it all started with New Jersey. Like, first, it started getting real bad in New Jersey. Now it's a little bit of everywhere.
Do you think they might have did it on the East Coast because it was quicker for them to vanish than to be in the middle of the United States over land?
Well, if they're launching them from a boat or some type of vessel, and you're trying to hide it, where's the best place to hide? Is over the ocean. If they wanted to test them, why not test them over the ocean where nobody can see it?
Because there's been sightings on the West Coast as well. It's not just the East Coast.
Yeah, I heard that, even last summer they were seeing, having problems with weird things in the sky but nobody was calling them drones. People were reporting them as like seeing aliens off the coast.
Yeah, because they don't identify as drones.
And then, this goes back, the lights in the sky just flying around goes all the way back to World War II and the Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
So definitely something going on strange and a whole lot of change. Hey, look, appreciate you calling.
No problem, Dolly.
You be good. Stay safe. Don't get probed.
I try not to.
They don't want me. They kicked me right off the ship. All right, you be good.
Right. All right.
Yeah, aliens won't get me, right? They're like, nah, your feet stink. You can't come on our ship because they don't take you with your shoes on. You gotta take your shoes off. So you can't go on. They got good carpet. Dolly.
Hi, Dolly.
Hey.
I wanted to tell you about an orb I saw. Actually, orbs.
All right, who's this? Where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Roxanne in Mount Shasta, California.
Hey, Roxanne.
And I had to tell you about some orbs.
Okay.
The first and only time I've ever seen them was 3 years ago. I went out with a friend of mine. He was going to paraglide, so we went up to a hill and he was going to jump off it, and I thought he was nuts.
Uh-huh.
But while he was getting ready, all of a sudden I saw what looked like 4 orange suns sitting in a line on the horizon.
Uh-huh.
They were about the size of, say, a nickel
Yeah.
each, and looked just like orange suns, except for you could look at them and not hurt your eyes.
Yeah.
I could not take a picture of them. My phone would not cooperate, and it went dead. It's never done that before. It's never done that since.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't remember when we quit looking at them. It was just like all of a sudden we were standing there and
Ooh, lost time. I've heard that before in UFO sightings that people lose track of time. They'll look at their clock and it'll be 2 hours later.
we didn't have any timepiece there, but it would seem to me it was a little bit darker. It was just about sunset and they were gone, and we were just standing there like we have lost a little bit of time. Because we were like no conversation, and then all of a sudden we realized we're just standing there. And then we just go on with our evening. Never seen anything like it before or since.
Wow. Yeah, I've never seen nothing quite like that, maybe one, I think you got to be lucky. It's one of those luck things when you actually see what appears to be an actual UFO. I ain't talking about a drone. I've seen drones in the sky. I've seen helicopters. I've seen planes, but I've never seen like a UFO, like, like the Phoenix Lights.
Oh, I'm going to have to send you a picture.
Okay.
I'll have to look on the computer, but I have a photograph of what looks like a worm in the sky.
A worm?
It's white, like a cloud would be, but it's not a cloud, and it looks like it has its mouth open.
Wow.
And there's nothing else around it. So.
Well, I mean, the U.S. military, they've been seeing those Tic Tacs, them big white cylinders in the sky that they can't explain what they are, that can move at unbelievable speeds, and it has what appears to be no propulsion system. That's been reported by a lot of military, and they've been seeing those things for a long time. Cigar-shaped crafts.
Yes. I was trying to look in the Sacramento Bee archives, and I haven't found it yet. My first UFO stopped traffic on I-5 and Highway 89. I was about 6 years old and didn't know why everybody was stopping until everybody was pointing up in the sky. And there was like a silver tube that was hanging at an angle, just floating in the sky. I'd say now it was about 300 feet up. But, I mean, it literally stopped traffic at the junction of Highway 89 and I-5. and it made the newspaper because I told my dad about it when I got home. And several mornings later, he says, "Rocky, come here and look at this." And he showed me a little tiny article in the Sacramento Bee newspaper about it.
Well, I mean, far as back as Native Americans and the Mayans, they, there's drawings and cave things of what appears on the wall as some type of craft. And back then there wasn't nobody even flying around. So what the hell were they seeing in the skies if there was no planes? Before the Wright brothers, and people were still reporting things flying in the sky.
I kind of wonder if it's not really another dimension, but something like, we don't notice the ants on the ground, but do they see something great hulking shadow come past them? Is that what's happening to us? Somebody up there thinks of us as ants.
If we go somewhere for a reason most of the time. If they're coming here for a reason. I don't know if it's to refuel their ships, or it's to, water, or, some type of, if we need things to sustain life, how do we know they don't need things to sustain life? Like, water, food, that type of stuff.
With the size of the oceans on Earth, I think they've been operating out of the sea for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, and remember back in the late 80s, early 90s, they were having all that cattle mutilation and cows coming up and gone. Is that something that they're coming down and, like, I don't know, getting food?
You don't seem to hear about that so much anymore.
No, I mean, you don't really hear about cows getting mutilated too much. It was just one of those things in the late 80s, early 90s, and they were being, some of it was surgically done with lasers.
Yeah, well, which weren't supposed to be like handy back then. So that's something.
Yeah.
I think with the internet, if it was still really happening, even on a fairly infrequent basis, we'd be hearing about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, hey, I appreciate you calling in and sharing with us.
Okay, you take care.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So something definitely strange in the sky, and it's been this way since I was a baby. I remember when I was a kid, my mom used to tell me UFO stories. Dolly. Yeah.
This is George down here in Houston.
What up, George?
Did Mark from work fly in on a Tic Tac or orb or an egg?
It was an egg, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was an egg.
Yeah, he was flying around in an egg. So,
hey, I heard that those Roswell aliens might have been from the future.
You think so? From the future?
Did you ever hear that? Did you ever hear that story?
No, I mean, I've heard people say that, they believe some of the things we're seeing in the sky may be time travelers.
Time travelers from the future that are traveling back in time. And those are actually humans from the future.
Yeah.
That crashed up in there.
Yeah. I mean, I think aliens itself, if aliens came here, they would be humanoids anyway. Cause I believe the cosmos were seeded with life, that if you go to another planet, it would be similar to what we see here. Thank you, Helena.
Yeah. I mean, you got to have, to build something, you got to have a couple of arms and you got to have a thumb and
yeah,
a couple of eyeballs and some ears and shit like that to.
I would think so too. If they're building these ships, they're humanoid, at least have hands and feet and walk around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. They got to be able to hold a tool.
Yeah.
A hammer.
Or levitate it. You know what I'm saying? With their mind, telekinesis.
You ever listen to Carrie Cassidy?
Carrie Cassidy. I can't say I have.
She's a blonde-headed girl that talks a lot about UFOs and stuff, and she's running around in the UFO ranks.
No, not really.
Well, you ought to look her up. She's pretty interesting. She's got a lot of good ideas about stuff, and she talks about the Galactic Federation and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the first I heard about that Galactic Federation, I have a crazy family member that think aliens are going to come get them. And he would say crazy shit like that. And yeah, the Galactic Federation sent out a message, and I'm just thinking, this dude's an idiot. And then, I listened to one of the main dudes for the Department of Defense for Canada, and he starts talking about that there's a treaty with the Galactic Federation that we got to abide by it, that this treaty's been in place for years. And, but the internet can make you crazy or make you believe things that sometimes ain't true too. Like if somebody with mental health issues watches certain things, they start to really believe it. They don't take it for, hey, this may be a hoax. They don't understand the hoax thing. They think everything's real.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well, I fall into that category once in a while.
Did think everything's real?
Well, I mean, some things that some people say it makes sense,
Yeah, I guess, is it possible?
What
anything's
what
possible.
about the aliens that look like praying mantises?
I don't know about that.
You heard about them?
I mean, I've heard of
the
reptilians, the shape-shifting ones, like they're supposed to be like the Queen and George Bush, and you know how the internet is. You go down them rabbit holes.
Yeah. But supposedly at the top of the ringleader is a praying mantis.
A praying mantis is the head alien in charge.
Is the one that's got the most power.
Oh, that's the mean one.
That's the one that can take off anybody's head, I guess.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be a praying mantis. It's the woman that takes the head off. It's only it's the women praying mantis kill the male praying mantis after sex.
Well, these things are supposed to be like 20 feet tall and look like a damn bug.
Oh yeah, that I don't do bugs. I ain't really a big bug person.
You ain't heard about them aliens?
No, I ain't heard about the praying mantis aliens. I wouldn't doubt it though.
Damn,
I thought the superior race ones was like the reptilians that were shape-shifting aliens. They were the bad aliens.
These praying mantis ones,
you had like the Nordics that looked like blonde, blue-eyed people.
Oh yeah. There was a story that I was watching a few years back about a family of these tall white aliens that lived off in somewhere off in the desert, somewhere in New Mexico or somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever hear about them? They're real thin and frail.
No, I mean I've heard of the white aliens.
The tall whites or something.
Yeah.
And they're afraid to be around normal human beings because normal human beings could kick their ass.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe if I was an alien, I'd be scared of human disease.
But this guy, he worked at some kind of a Air Force tower out in the desert.
Uh-huh.
And he was in charge of making sure that these people stayed safe. And it was an interesting story.
Yeah, it's almost like, you ever hear a story about the Skinwalker Ranch, would it be in an underground base and the aliens had a war there, that the aliens fight with each other?
Yeah, and the guy went down there in the tunnel and got his fingers blown off. And,
yes.
And got his chest opened up with the laser beam or something.
Yeah, that they're fighting underground, and sometimes they'll fight above ground, but there's a base in that area of Skinwalker Ranch, and
Dolly, I've been chasing that shit around for years and years and years. I've seen everything.
But you do know they sent some of the America's top scientists to Skinwalker Ranch to study it. That's real. They really did that. Like, what reason would you send all these top scientists there to study if there's nothing going on? Would you waste everybody's time?
Supposedly there's something going under that Denver airport too.
Oh yeah, I've heard that too. I hear that has to do with like the Illuminati and Satanists and the world elite type stuff though. Like an underground bunker that they're going to hide in when the world ends. Yeah. Something of that nature. I don't think it has anything to do with aliens.
Well, I think these aliens got something to do with these Illuminatis and these.
I think that's more of a doomsday prophecy thing that's going on at the Denver airport, allegedly.
These Masons and Illuminatis and some of these. I ain't trying to sound anti-Semitic, but some of that stuff is kind of involved too.
Yeah, I guess maybe. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of strange things that happen. There's a lot of things that are, hidden in plain sight too, So
yeah,
And you know, why would you have these, even like you said in the Denver airport, why would you have depictions of the end of the world? Why would you have gargoyles? And you know, I know gargoyles are supposed to look after things, right? But
and all these Masonic signs.
Yeah, you have all this cryptic shit all over the airport. It don't make a lot of sense. I think it's signaling, like, you know, just like we learned that these weirdos, like, you know, that like kids, they have symbolism for it. Like you hear about cheese pizzas and
the Pizzagate stuff.
Yeah, you hear about these different symbols that these people
The
use.
little triangles.
That use to identify things. I think it's the same thing in the world elite, that they have these little symbols that only you know about, and you know what to do by what the symbol stands for.
If you're passing through somewhere and you see the symbol, you know that you can get a little.
Yeah, there may be somebody that's in your same organization that's operating.
Some dessert hiding around there from you.
Maybe. I mean, I hate, you know, I hate to say, but I mean, I use that reference because we know for a fact them people do use images to communicate with each other because of, you know.
Sure.
So that's how they know. But look, hey, I appreciate you calling in.
Yeah.
All right, peace.
Buenos dias, come back and see us.
Buenos dias, come back and see us. All right. Dolly, World of Wars. War of the World. Hello.
Hey, Dolly.
Yes.
Hey, this is Shane, man. Remember I talked to you about a month ago before any of this stuff started happening.
What's up, Shane?
About over in Fallujah with the drones and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Independent contractor. I've been over there about 4 different times.
Yeah.
But these drones that we're looking at right now, I can pretty much tell. I've looked at them, studied them. But it's the MQ-1C. It's a Gray Eagle. That's the big ones that we're seeing. It's just sitting there.
Uh-huh.
And the smaller ones are what they call a sea dart. They say we quit making the sea dart in like the 80s.
Uh-huh.
But we didn't. It got so advanced that it was real top secret. It still is. Nobody. The Chinese have what they call a Nisa sea dart, which is equivalent to our sea dart, but they can go in the water at full speed and come out. But what I think is going on here is we've got these orbs. These orbs are not from us.
Yeah.
But
that's what I'm hearing, that they're out there to study the orbs or to chase the orbs off or to do something with the orbs.
Well, it's close to, you know, being some nuclear war shit going on. But anytime war's going on, these things pop up.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with UFOs. Anytime there's really any high threat between superpowers in this world, it seems like UFOs pop up.
Yeah, well, the thing is with our technology, I mean, man's been around about, let's say 12,000 years. Okay. Modern man's been around for like the last 3,000 years. Modern man, as far as technology, has only been around for about 140 years.
Yeah.
If you go back 145 years ago, we were living in log cabins with light, you know, with not no electricity, but
lanterns and horse and buggy.
Okay, we got to look at how fast we've progressed in the last 140 years.
Yes, I was talking about that the other night.
You know, if you look back in time, why didn't the Romans get the technology we got? TV, for example, if one of the older TVs with the test tubes and all that stuff in them, if one of those wasn't in there, the whole TV would not work.
Yeah,
that technology came from somewhere, and it wasn't some man just sitting around messing with. How would he even know to make that glass tube?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I said the same thing, that, you know, that technology has advanced in the last 25 years more than it has in 2,000 years.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's technology that we don't have any idea. Now, the government, I do know that they got what they call is BCI light cell, it's technology that's like nobody knows, you know what I'm saying? But where they're getting at the technology from, we don't even know, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
a lot of stuff that we're making now is so far-fetched that if you were to see it, you wouldn't even believe that we got it. I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
But like the sea dog, people can look some of this stuff up. Some of it's not on the internet, some of it's on the internet, but the sea dart is one hell of a drone. I mean, the MQ-1C is a drone that can stay up for 24 hours. Now, what I don't understand is why they're only up for only a couple hours during the night.
Yeah, well, they're up about 6 hours. People said they see them hovering for 6 straight hours.
Yeah, but if they're looking for, they'd be up there 24 hours a day if they're looking for nuclear or radiation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think they're trying to communicate somehow with these orbs. They communicate with them, but these orbs are here for a reason. And maybe we just got our stuff up there just to let them know, hey, everything's cool. We're not shooting at them. We're not bothering them. But just an idea, man.
I wonder what these orbs are. Like, they're not big enough to be ships, like, unless there's a little tiny person inside of it, because some of these orbs are small as basketballs and things like that, like, and there's big ones, but the majority of what people are seeing when they see these orbs are small. It ain't like it's the size of an aircraft, and then it's, if it was something big and it was wrapped in like a proton or something like that, not like what we seen on the what was it, the aircraft carrier that filmed that one that was flying. That wasn't an orb. That looked like a ship. But for the most part, what they were seeing above Virginia Beach was like in some type of orb with a cube inside of it, which was odd, but that's what they're reporting they seen.
Well, the thing of it is they're here to communicate. They're talking. I mean, they're talking to us, but we don't know. I mean, they're not going to tell the American people, hey, the alien just said, hey, we need to stop doing this and that. You know what I'm saying? But they're here for a reason.
Yeah.
And what we do on this earth, it'll affect the whole universe.
Yeah. I believe that.
We seem to think that we just, we don't. You talk about aliens and everybody laughs. Oh, aliens, ha ha ha! But if you really think about it, I mean, what happens on this earth can affect the whole universe.
I said the same thing. I think last night or the night before, I said it's the butterfly effect. You destroy this planet, it may have some effect on other things in the universe, and or the fallout from the radiation from this planet, or if this planet implodes, it may have, like I said, that ripple effect through the universe that could cause other harm in other places.
Yep, you're exactly right, man. But we got what they call it's a millimeter wave radar, but it's hooked in with the eagle eye radar, and it can pick up anything on the ground. But we got satellites that can pick up radiation. That's why I say it's not up there looking at radiation.
Yeah,
the government's like letting people just go with whatever they think, Just let them think
usually
whatever they want.
Usually when they find like nuclear sites from other countries, they're doing it from satellites in space. They ain't even on the ground. They're doing that shit from space.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, we pick it up. It's called a millimeter wave radar. We have those. Just hook the satellite. Anybody does it. If Russia brings a nuclear weapon up out of the ground,
yeah, we know
those satellites picks it up right in. They know that radiation's there. It's being batteries and stuff.
The Baghdad batteries.
But as far as teaching them how to make, jets and real weapons or TVs.
Yeah, I mean, there's a process. You got to build the facilities first to even manufacture that stuff. So I guess it's the process of all of it. Baby steps until you get to where we're at.
You got to have tools to be able to make it. You got to have the process to be able to make it. You got to have the people that's smart enough to be able to make it. But it went from gas.
And then they start broadcasting themselves.
Yeah, they're not here to hurt us. I mean, they're not here to hurt us. The simple reason is what happens on this earth can affect the whole universe.
Mm-hmm.
They're here to prevent what's going on. And you got people, that's sitting back, like Putin. They keep pushing him against the wall, keep pushing. You know, it could turn into a nuclear war. And you got a president who don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, then we're in trouble. And
Yeah.
don't these aliens, these beings are looking down at what's going on right now, and they're saying, "Whoa."
Well, the president's just a figurehead anyway. They got other people that handle all that stuff anyway.
Yeah, he just
all the
sitting there,
top
he's
secret
making
stuff
those
presidents don't even know about. That goes through the CIA because the CIA don't have to answer to nobody. They gave them all the power, and that's why they done off presidents and they got all kind of secret shit going on because they don't have nobody to have to answer to.
Well, I think they're basically just sitting up there, just letting them know, hey, we're not no harm to you. We're not shooting at you. Because, I mean, you haven't seen one of these crafts shoot at any of these orbs. And these orbs are there for a reason.
Even the U.S. military fighter jets off of Virginia Beach said they never fired at any of them. They just watched it. They did, and they would see them almost every day, is what they were saying. Every day.
But when they start closing down major Air Force bases, military Air Force bases and stuff, it's not because we can't fly our jets around. I think they're just trying to send a message to these orbs. Hey, we'll shut our whole damn base down. You know, we're trying to show you that we're no aggression here.
No threat to you.
Yep, no threat. But anyway, I'll just call in, man. But,
all right, my man. You be good. You stay safe.
Hey, you too, man. Merry Christmas.
All right, Merry Christmas. You know, it could be something to that, you know, that ripple effect. What we do on this planet affects the whole universe. All right. Dolly.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Sorry, man. I'm from Chile, and the transmission is spaced from here.
Okay.
Oh man, the situation now is amazing. I'm seeing it every day in the social medias, and like crazy. The world is being crazy with all of this stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. That's for sure.
Man, I have a story from Chile.
Okay.
Chile, it's a special place for this ovnis, if I can say. And there is a good story a couple of years ago. There is an airport in a city called Arica. The name of the city is Arica. And that day was full of these objects flying around all the perimeter of the airport.
Yeah.
And the tower control, it started speech with an Peruvian pilot or a Bolivian pilot. I don't remember.
Okay.
But the pilot says, there's a lot of transits. They call transits of that thing. And they say there is a lot of transits approaching to my position. And they have afraid maybe tens of these things flying around. Just like is happening now in New York.
Yeah, with all the drones.
Yeah, man. He's hilarious, but it's the reality of my country. Some places in the world make jokes about my country because it's full of UFO sightings. All of my the territory of my country have alien sightings.
Yeah.
And
Well, they're all over the
officer says-
world. That the alien sightings have been sightings in the sky that they're happening all over the world. It's so
yeah. Now it's like that. Even all the time was like that. The difference is now we have a special devices to record this event. The cameras are more technologic, more advanced to take pictures and videos and take these objects flying around.
Yeah, I mean, cell
and,
phone. Everybody has decent cell phones and decent cameras right in their pockets at all time now, thanks to iPhone and certain Android devices.
And now I want to tell you the aterrizar in English, aterrizar, landing in the airport. And the pilot says, what is going on here? He says this is normal, and maybe 14, 15 of these orbs surrounding other airplanes that was entering in the airport. That was in internet, in YouTube. There is an YouTuber so much knowledge Dross, and he have the complete recording of this event.
Okay, I have to check into that. Yes. Hey, I appreciate you calling in and sharing with us.
Sorry for my English, man.
You're fine. I can make out pretty much what you were saying.
Yes, it's an incredible story, and what is happening now, man. The peace be with you, and God be with your countrymen. All can be like normally.
Okay. Well, you have a good one, and happy. I don't know if y'all celebrate Christmas in Chile, but happy holidays to you, and have a good one. Talk to you next time.
Happy Christmas, man. And thank you for letting me call.
No problem. Bye-bye. Okay. So see right there, Chile. We heard from Chile tonight. We heard from Mexico yesterday. And all these countries have crazy, I'm trying to munch out on some Cheetos too at the same time. They have these crazy damn, UFO stories just like we do here. Like this, this story's growing pretty big. It's growing around the world. It's done made world news in New Jersey.
Trying to munch out on some Cheetos. When you place your trust in what's something,
hello, Mr. Dolly. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Who's this? Where you calling from? You got to turn me down in the background.
I'm sorry. I'm about to turn it down, okay?
All right.
My question is to you is that I seen a drone here in the ATL.
Uh-huh.
I think it was June the 15th.
Email.com.
Okay. I'm about to send it to you now.
Okay, I'll check it out and I'll pull it up. What is the pictures of?
It's the drone that was out here and June the 15th. I didn't know what it was. When you see a drone flying around your residential, you probably think it's a creep, looking at kids or adults or whatever, and you wondering why they're doing that. And then when I heard another podcast talking about the drone, so I said, I remember having, I took a picture because you don't want somebody to think that you're crazy.
Yeah.
Saying that you've seen the drone flying around here.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to see the pictures of what I took, and you just tell me what.
Well, not everybody. Everybody that flies a drone is not a creep. Like I fly drones all the time. Sometimes I fly them just for fun. Like I'll fly it around my neighborhood just to practice my flying skills. But I go out looking for missing people, so I fly them over neighborhoods all the time.
No, the reason why I was saying that because at this particular time it was facing one of the windows.
Oh, yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
And it was real low. And I was like, well, why are they recording like at a window or whatever? So that what made me think that. So that's the only reason why.
A perv or something. Yeah, yeah. You shouldn't be. I mean, some states have a law that says you have to be so high above a house, or if you're low enough, you're trespassing.
Yeah, it was
Or they
low
could
at
charge
that
you with
time.
peep and Tom for like you said, if you're looking in windows and stuff like that.
Yes, but you'll be surprised what I'm about to show you. So I'm going to send it to you now.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
I'm sorry to crunch in your ear. These Cheetos are hitting. Got the munchies. It's late as hell at night. I haven't eaten in hours. So everybody that flies a drone is not a weirdo, okay? A lot of people think that, a lot of people get scared when they see drones or think you're looking at them. But most of the time, people are flying drones. They're doing it for hobby. They're doing it just for fun. It's just like, a toy. Like I go outside, I have remote control cars. I have drones. And sometimes I'm just doing it playing like a big kid, just playing with a toy. Other times I'm searching for people or I'm plotting areas to search. Yeah, but you shouldn't be flying them up to windows. Now, when I go ghost hunting, I do fly my drone up to windows. Okay, because I'm looking through windows of abandoned buildings and stuff like that for like ghosts. So if you've seen, like, I was at Eastern State Psychiatry Penitentiary where they put the criminally insane, and it was the old building that was closed down with the broken windows, and I was flying the drone up into the windows. Now there's nobody in that building. It shouldn't be. So it ain't like I'm spying on anybody. I'm in there looking for a weird, ghost, right? So I fly up to the windows. But yeah, you shouldn't be flying your drone up the windows of places that people live in. What do ghosts look like? Well, they're scary. I don't know. I haven't like really seen one. The only ghost I ever seen was in my driveway. I've seen things that I've seen ghosts that like other people have took pictures of. Like my cousin, he goes to a lot of haunted places all over the country, and he's one of those people that go in a dark room and just take a picture. And then he'll just do it a bunch of times in different places. And then when he goes back and he develops the photos, he be seeing some crazy shit, right? Last time I seen him was at a funeral, right? But he was like, we were just catching up. What have you been doing? And, I knew he liked the ghost hunt. So I told him, I said, me and PJ have been going out doing some ghost hunting. We've been shooting YouTube videos, searching, things like that. And he was like, well, let me show you some of these pictures I took. So he pulls out and Civil War reenactments, right? And I was like, ain't that boring? Just, Civil War reenactment. But he says it's like a big party and cookout and they just sit around and drink. You know what I'm saying? But he does ghost hunting and Civil War reenactments. All right, let me open the phone lines back up. And let me pull up my email so I can see what she sends us. So if it's something really good and epic, we can play it. All right, here it is, drones. Okay, I don't think she sent this one. Because this is a picture this ain't a picture like that. Hold on, let me show this. That is something that's a fixed wing craft. Dolly.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, is this Dolly?
Yes, you got to turn the TV down in the background or we'll echo.
My name is Lily Rose.
Hey, Lily.
And I'm calling from the state of Missouri. The drone finally made it to our sky Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
I have some stories I'd love to share with you.
Okay.
Offline, but I will tell you a couple of stories. I'm 69. At the age of 2, my mother took me. We climbed up this silver ramp. We was inside the spaceship. And I met who I call Uncle Jack now. Wonderful, wonderful beings.
You met aliens at 2.
At 2, and they've been in my life. I've met good and I've met bad. I'm white and Native American Indian. I'm Blackfoot. I was taught that way from my mother. And Uncle Jack taught me this. There's good and bad and everything. He says, right down to your blade of grass. He says, remember that. Over 10 years ago, he gave me coordinates to Africa and Antarctica, and I was to go to them if anything ever bad happened.
Can I get their coordinate?
Just
in case anything bad happens, I'll meet you there.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll come get you. I can't give them to you.
Okay, all right. I had to try.
So, don't think I'm crazy.
Okay, it is what it is.
You know, and they
don't think I'm crazy. How about that?
I don't. And people aren't realizing there's a lot of lies coming from our government. This is
yes.
People think Project Bluebeam.
Uh-huh.
No. This is a show from our government. They are the worst. They have lied to us our entire lives. That's right down to our education. I'm sorry, I'm a little hoarse.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I'm crunching in your ear. I'm trying to crush these Cheetos. Sorry.
No, enjoy, honey. I just got done with a popsicle. I'm so glad I got a hold of you. But I would love to talk to you off there. I would love to tell you my stories and give you the right to tell them on your show or write them. I've got a lot of stories to tell you. A lot of good. 11 years ago, I was shopping in a local Walmart, and I passed this one gentleman. He had moved in from Colorado a year before. I passed him, and we both just kind of in shock. I met him when we were laying on sofa tables and being examined. He was crying, and I reached over and I held his hand. I said, don't be afraid. It'll be over soon. My youngest son was with me. My youngest son just fell out. It's oh my God, Mom. You know, I thought the guy like it. I met the council when I was a child.
So there's an alien council that runs the show.
Yes. They don't want us to destroy this planet. There are other beings that want to destroy us and take our planet.
Mm-hmm.
And the best way I was described that, in the Bible talks about locusts. And that's basically what these other beings are that want our planet.
They're locusts?
Well, in the Bible, it refers to that we're supposed to have a period of locusts.
Oh, let me tell these people, the video we're playing right now is them transporting what they believe people are believing is a down drone or craft.
Okay. So we had one that crashed?
Well, they've been crashing for like the last 3 days. Different places there's been crashes. It's just they've been covering them up. They've been getting there quickly, getting the stuff together with, the fire department, the BOMB squad and stuff like that.
Right. Wow. I didn't know. I was born and bred in New Jersey. And educated. And I moved to Missouri. And I was really surprised to take inland this quickly. I thought they'd be around the coast. But they moved into the Midwest pretty quick. But I learned about this Friday night. And I've been watching the local news.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been watching your show a lot, listening to you. I like what you have to say. I like the information you put out there. You do very well. And some of these people are like, wow, they want us to panic. They want us to be afraid. Fear is the best way to control people. And that's what they want. And this is just a big show. I don't know if you remember back at the chemtrails and when people were saying like the kingdom of heaven and stuff, that's the holograms that they were showing us.
Holograms?
They were trying to frighten us. They wanted us to know that the end of the world is coming.
I hope not.
Well, I don't think it is.
I mean, I just survived a heart attack. I didn't do that to die at the end of the world.
Well, I'm a cancer survivor.
Okay. So I don't want to live to be taken out again.
Well, especially that way. Yeah, but there is good and bad in everything. There's a lot of different species out there. I call them other beings, like we're beings.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a big question, and maybe one of your listeners, these what they call lizard people.
Yeah, the reptilians.
Yeah, when they get pregnant, does she lay an egg like a real lizard here on Earth?
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe one of your listeners know.
Did the lizards lay eggs? Is that? I don't even know if lizards lay eggs. To be honest with you,
some lizards do.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what I was wondering.
I guess snakes do, so I guess a lizard would. Okay.
I mean, does she lay an egg and sit on it and warm it like a bird?
Yeah, I ain't never seen a lizard have babies, so I don't know.
Some lay eggs and some have extra babies.
Okay.
Maybe one of your listeners out there might know.
All right.
How people don't think I'm crazy. Yeah, I tried to tell people my story, and they look at you like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Well, you say, you know, a lot of people are going to think you crazy if you tell them you met aliens when you were 2 years old.
I did. My mother took me by the hand. We walked up this silver thing. I was around crap. It was really awesome because I was not afraid.
Okay. Well, look, I appreciate you calling in.
Well, I have to talk to you off air because, like I say, I love the stories, and you're welcome to use on your show.
Okay.
I appreciate you, Dolly. You're really cool.
Thank you. All right, I will.
Hey.
You be good. Happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas.
You too. Hey to the world.
All right, bye.
Take care, honey.
All right, I got one more little bite of these chips. I'm sorry to be crunching in y'all's ear, but Dolly hungry. Dolly got to eat. All right, now I'll open the phone lines back up. Captain Crunch, I know it's probably like all in the mic. Why is there a big thing of Aunt Your Mama on my screen? Oh, that's somebody's thumbnail. Dolly,
this is George again.
What up, George again?
Real quick though, I ain't gonna keep you too long. I heard stories of people that walked into, got abducted by a 12-foot UFO, and inside the damn thing looked like a football field.
Inside the UFO?
Yeah.
Like it was bigger when they got in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you ever hear them stories?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, they're out there. So apparently when you walk into one of these things, the space continuum or whatever, space and time and whatever, it's all distorted. And so you could walk into one of these things that might be 10 or 12 feet wide, and you get inside there and that thing is 120 feet wide.
Yeah. There's a million aliens in it trying to probe you.
They got corridors. You can run around the whole thing, and it'd probably take you an hour to run around it.
Okay.
But it's 12 feet wide.
Huh. No, I haven't heard about any. You know, I seen what is the dude from Area 51, Bob Lazar, said he went in one and it wasn't that big, but when you went in it, it was all metal, but you could see through the metal, like you could see out. But when you look from the outside,
I was in a band with a guy that introduced me to the Bob Lazar story. He actually went out there and met the dude, and he came back. He was an acid dude, and man, he was a weirdo.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
And I didn't believe a damn thing he said. He's like, "Oh yeah, you got to check out this guy Bob Lazar. He's been inside this UFO, and he's back engineered how this thing works and operates and everything."
Well, he was working on the propulsion system.
Yeah.
I watched him on Joe Rogan not too long ago.
Yeah. And supposedly they got these 3 little pod things down there that hang down there that generate anti-gravity or something using this what do they call it?
You stuck?
I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm stuck.
It happens.
You know that we got the chart that has all the elements on it, element 51 or something.
Yeah.
So this is like some kind of element 119 or something.
Yeah. Yep.
That we don't know anything about, or we know it exists. We just don't have an example of it.
Well, he was one of the first people to start talking about that. Now it's on the chart. They know it's real, but he was talking about it way back in the day.
They know it's real. We just don't have it here.
That's what the ships
right?
run off. Yeah, that's what the ships run off of.
Right. So once we get that element 119, once we figure out what that is.
No, he said they figured out how to make it. They just don't know how to keep it stable or something like that. And But he said, yeah, that the ships were powered off of it.
Yeah. Like one little video cube of it, like a little cube of sugar of this shit would fucking power this thing forever.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, or, they're nuclear powered. Something's powering these things that they have that much energy.
Yeah.
So,
but anyway, that's. I just called in to tell you that, there's stories of these people that have been abducted by these, things that, they say, well, I flew up into a craft that probably wasn't more than 20 feet wide, and I got inside, and once I was inside, it was the size of a football field in there.
Yeah. I ain't never been in one, so I don't know. I mean, I have walked inside a UFO. Anybody ever been to King's Dominion in Richmond? They got a ride called the Outer Limits, and when you go inside,
I ain't been outside of Sharpstown.
When you go in there, it has a hangar like Area 51. You walk up to this hangar, and you go inside the hangar, and you walk through a few tunnels in the hangar, and then you get into the middle of the hangar, and there's a big ass UFO in the middle of the hangar. And then you go up inside the UFO, and then you get on a roller coaster, and that roller coaster is all indoor. So it's like an indoor roller coaster, but you go up on a spaceship first, and then you get on the roller coaster.
Yeah.
So
that'd be fun.
I mean, I've been in a UFO technically.
I want to go on a real one.
I don't know, man. If an alien, pulled over and was like, "Hey, man, you want to ride?" I'd be like, "Oh, hell no."
I'd be, "Oh, hell yeah, come on."
Because I think a lot of aliens get a bad rap with that probing thing. What if all aliens ain't probers? What if that's just a weirdo aliens that want to put?
But
things
you know what? For a ride like that, I might even let them probe me.
I don't know. I don't know if that's worth all that. You know what I'm saying? I'll let them probe you and give me a ride. How about that?
How about I just try to navigate not getting the probe? But if they said, well, you can't go unless you get probed, well, I guess I'm going to have to get probed. Because I got to go, man. I got to go.
If you're willing to get probed, you can go to P. Diddy parties.
No, I don't want to do that. That ain't the same as a fucking alien ride.
It's pretty close. It's pretty close. A little more slippery.
I want to go to Mars. I want to go to Jupiter. I want to go see that stuff, man. I want to go take a ride.
Okay. All right, my man. You be good. Till next time.
You too.
All right, peace.
All right.
Right there, if he's willing to get probed, we can send him right to a P. Diddy party. He can give us the inside scoop about what's going on. He may come back leaking a little bit of baby oil from the rear, but things happen. He's willing to take that ride. They'll take you right into space. Okay. If you're willing to hang out with P. Diddy, LeBron James, and Jay-Z, you'll wish aliens got you at the end of that. You'd be like, man, I'd rather get probed by the aliens. Okay. And Ozzy would ask, have you got drugs? Which Ozzy would ask, do you got drugs? What would what would you say to an alien if you had a chance to say something to an alien? What question would you ask the alien? What would you ask them about the universe? Would you ask the alien something? Like, where do we come from? How did we get here? If you had the chance to talk to a higher race of being, what questions would you ask the aliens? Right? How many other planets are there? How many planets people live on? Like, there had to be something you would want to ask the alien, right? Lotto numbers. How the hell does the aliens know the lotto numbers? What worries me is their ships are burning hydrogen gas and the government can't fire on them. Hydrogen is very explosive. How are babies made? How do you have a baby? Dolly.
Mr. Dolly, can you look at the pictures? I sent them to you, so let me know what you think.
Yes, I'll pull them up right now.
Okay, thank you.
All right, peace.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay, I just got her pictures. Drone in the air. Okay, let's share this first one. All right, you see that little red dot right there? All right, let's blow it up. I mean, it don't look like a street light. It looks a little too high to be a street light. That's pretty strange. Okay. little strange and some change. Nice trees. Okay. All right. That's the first one. Hold on. I don't want to share no personal information. Drone in Atlanta. Okay. Now, I ain't never seen a drone quite lit up like that. I mean, that almost like a street light in a tree. You know, it's a little weird because, you know, it looks like it's in the tree. Y'all see that, guys? Look, bam. All right. Let's bring this back here. Let's see what the next one is she got. And this one is another one with it just in the tree action. Okay. Now, that's hard to say what that is. Like, it's definitely some type of light source. Looks like it's kind of hovering between the trees, a plasma ball. I don't know. I think you might need to call Bill Murray and the Ghostbusters on this one. I don't know what that is. Zool? Remember the little monster inside Ghostbusters? I mean, I don't know. Someone has to write a song about these drones. Okay, I'll get right on it. Okay. Drone Wars coming to a theater near you this October. Okay. In a distant time, in a distant land, there was one man who could spot the drones from 1,000 miles away. Okay. I don't know. I'm working on it. I'm working on the intro. Okay. Working on the intro. All right. So, yeah, definitely something strange there. What it is, I don't know. Let's see what this is. Just saw UFO in New Jersey.
It was shortly thereafter is when I was visited by some individuals and had some conversations with some other individuals about
Men in Black.
I had no idea was ongoing, but it was. And it was a program involving the investigation, the government's investigation into UAP, or in the vernacular, you might call them UFOs.
Who approached you?
So there were two individuals. One of them I can talk about. The other one's identity is protected. It's a gentleman named Jay Stratton, who at the time was another intelligence official. It was shortly thereafter is when I was visited.
Dolly, have you seen that documentary movie called And Then They Listened? No, I haven't. Okay. I'd like to see what the rest of this is, but it cut off. It only covered the first. Let's see, just saw a UFO in New Jersey. Guess they heard Bruce Springsteen's voice. Thought it was and wanted a sip. Okay, that's this is the drone that looks like it's spraying something, and that's scary, right? Because you would think if they're here to do something horrible. You know, that's what most people think. Why would you come to be friendly? He said it looked like a diamond on Rogan, but it's quartz and it's a motor, not the craft. Yeah. That's what Bob Lazar worked on, is the motor. That's fake. That's completely fake. This is definitely a drone. Why do people try to fill in excuses for the unknown? It's a foreign government. It's a UFO. It's someone spying on us. Yet I spot this giant drone from my backyard seeding wildflowers. Every giant drone is not X-Files. Calm down, folks. Okay. This drone is seeding flowers. Yeah, but that drone right there is not 5 foot by, 10 foot the size of a bus. Okay. I'm sure they do use drones for different things, different reasons. Like I said, I use drones for certain reasons. I don't think every drone is bad. What the hell is this, though?
That's not a plane.
This one's crazy. That looks like some wind sail kind of. I don't know what the hell that is. That's a strange one right there. Okay. I seen that in the sky. I'd be like, what the hell is that? It looks like somebody built something and it's just floating through the air. It's like, I don't know. It don't even look like a spaceship. It looks like something weird. Looks like a boat with a parasail on top of it or something. Like it looks like it has or a Millennium Falcon. You know what I'm saying? From Star Wars. I don't know what the hell that is. So let's Close that. And of course, these orbs people are seeing are just insane. Okay, what happened in New Jersey has all the hallmarks of a classic UFO. Okay, I'm trying to be. Let's see what this says.
Road at Frank Manchester in village of Dexter. Received a call from the sheriff's department stated that an unidentified object had been sighted out off McGinnis Road at Frank Manor Farm.
Well, we got to the Frank Manor Farm, and he met Mr. Manners. He took us around to the side porch, which overlooks the swamp, where Officer Lee and I got out the binoculars and looked down to the swamp.
Swamp gas, do it every time. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly.
Yeah.
That last picture you had up, the one that had the beam shooting down from it, could that have been a spotlight from the ground shining on it?
I don't know. You talking about the one that looked like a street light?
The one that had the beam that was aiming straight down towards the ground?
I don't know. That was it looked like it was spraying something.
Yeah, that could have been like a light from the ground shining up on it.
I don't know. It looked like smoke coming from it in a straight up pattern, almost like a chemtrail.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's legit. You know, we got to, some of these videos we watch, we don't know. They could be hoaxes. They could be legitimate, but there's definitely something going on in the skies. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Some of these videos are real, and I think some of them are faked.
Yeah, it's true that. And if they are gremlins, you know what they say about gremlins.
Don't feed them after midnight.
After midnight, and don't get them wet.
Don't get them wet. There you go. All right, my man, you be good.
You too.
All right, peace. Yeah, don't get the gremlins wet after midnight. All right.
We saw this object down in the swamp.
The object looked like a pair of headlights, except it was spread farther out.
The deputies went off to the east. Officer Lee and I went to the west, searching around. We came to the high ridge. We came up on this high ridge, and we played our flashlight down where the object was.
Apparently it's seen your lights, the flashlight, and it went off just like that.
At that point, we heard this sound, this like electronic sound take off. And it sounded like it shot up into the air.
Oh, the top of the house sounded like you'd been in a big tunnel and shot a high-powered rifle off there. Singing that bullet at a terrific speed. High frequency, real high frequency sound.
Following a wave of UFO reports in Michigan in 1966, Project Blue Book scientific advisor Dr. J. Allen Hynek was called upon to investigate the sightings and calm the public. Dr. Hynek was unable to come up with an explanation for the sightings. With no time to spare, Dr. Hynek would come up with an explanation that would live in infamy.
That I emphasize in conclusion that I cannot prove in a court of law that marsh gas is the full explanation of.
I knew it. Swamp gas. All right, that's the swamp gas explanation. You know, that's probably the most famous one is when he said, "Hey, it's I can't testify in a court of law, but it was swamp gas." Okay, I don't believe it to be swamp gas, but I don't know what the hell this is here. This is when we get into people starting to possibly fake stuff. I don't know. I mean, that sounds like a plane. Definitely something strange in the skies. Okay. And now everybody's like UFO crazy. Look at this stuff. Let me
We don't know what these drones are.
Today, we heard from a member of the FBI, the DOJ, Border Patrol, and even a rep from the NFL, all of whom say that their operations in some way or another have been hampered by drones coming into the United States. And while several of these entities talked about drones that come from criminal organizations or our adversaries, like Mexican drug cartels or the Chinese government, for example, it was pretty clear that the drones flying over New Jersey at this point are still unknown. Lawmakers at times were frustrated. The FBI and other agencies couldn't tell them more about what these things are or where they come from. The FBI only saying it seems as though right now they don't pose a threat. Several members asked whether we could just bring one down.
Let's go get that DoD capability and find out and put to rest the question, who is it? We can bring one down tomorrow.
But it became pretty clear that as lawmakers continued to ask more questions about these drones over New York and New Jersey, federal agencies didn't have answers for them.
Thank you for becoming a member. What is that, Bear? Thank you. Thank you. Good way to keep this channel alive is become a member, support the cause. And of course, you can be a member for less than a cup of coffee. Okay. It's like $2.99 to be a member here. So think about joining up if you haven't yet. I guarantee you, you will get $2.99 a month worth of entertainment. I can guarantee you that. Let's see. UAP, drones, information filmed by passengers in an airliner above New Jersey. Okay, a little strange, whatever that is.
Are you freaking kidding me right now?
We're not freaking kidding you. And this is real similar to what's being seen in Virginia Beach. I mean, in Hampton, around this area is drones that are similar to whatever this is flying around. And we seen them doing some maneuvers that were pretty crazy, pretty crazy the other night. So right now, this one is flying pretty slow with some pretty bright blinking lights on it. But like I said, these drones have been going down. They've been covering it up, getting there quick as they can. Look at, is that Santa Claus? That's Santa Claus. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. All right. Don't shoot down Santa. That's why we can't shoot none of these drones. It might be Santa Claus. That's definitely Santa. All right. Nobody reports Santa to the FBI. Okay. That is definitely Santa Claus. That's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer right there. Okay. And he's pulling a sled. And you know, this is a time for Santa to be flying around. I hope Santa don't fly into no drones. Okay. Somebody's saying that's a drone. Look like damn Santa Claus. Okay. Look, the cats. I hope the aliens ain't eating the cats and dogs. Okay. We already had that with the Haitians. We got to watch out for that. Donald Trump. Mystery drone sightings all over the country. Can this really be happening without our government knowledge? I don't think so. Let the public know and now. Otherwise, shoot them down, DJT. Donald J. Trump. Okay. Dude, that thing is as big as a damn truck. That's, you know, some of this is faked. Like that Santa Claus that just flew through the sky. But, you know, then again, Santa's real. Here's some lights over DC. All right.
Look at the lights changing.
It is moving.
No, it's not.
It looks like it.
Yeah, but they're not moving. That's an airplane. Hang on.
Which one? The one closest to the Capitol building?
Hang on, let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah, that's an airplane.
With the one in the middle, that one.
That's an airplane. You can see it moving.
Yeah.
The one to the right. Or over here.
Yeah, but they ain't going to be in restricted airspace.
That's an airplane. Okay.
Dolly.
Hey, Dolly.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm from Missouri.
All right.
This is Okika.
Okika?
Yeah, I've been watching you guys for a long time now.
Awesome.
And I think it's cool that they're drones, but I really don't think we got aliens from another planet, but who's to say?
Yeah. I mean, some people think the drones were sent up there to monitor the orbs, that the orbs are from another planet and they're sent up to watch these orbs. I don't know. There's a lot of different things. Some people believe it's nuke sniffers. You know, some people believe it's a psyop. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different things, but what we can all agree on is there's something strange happening in the sky.
Yep, something going on in the neighborhood.
Yeah, something weird. Where's Scooby Doo when you need him?
Exactly. And then I was like, wow. I mean, some of that stuff was so exciting whenever you showed it. I've never seen anything like that with them little dots all around, and it was huge. And I'm like, what the heck? Man, it looked like a great big old circle of something, and I don't even know where that was at.
Yeah, some of the stuff I was showing the other night was from Hampton. T sent in, and she had some really clear videos of the drones. I mean, I still have those videos. Let me see if I can pull one up right quick.
Yeah, some of that stuff is so cool. And I've never seen any drones, but I did see in 1999, me and my boyfriend, we went with these couple of girls, and Julie and Yolanda, and Julie took us out somewhere by a hill, and this thing came over the top of us and stopped. And it had no sound, and it was bigger than a football field. And I'm trying to figure out what it was, and it looked almost like a plane, but not. I mean, I couldn't see it all. It was all white lights in the front, and I was like, man, this is so cool. And I said, Roger, throw a rock at it, throw a rock at it, and it floated away.
Oh,
I mean,
Lord.
it was moving real slow, and I'm like, okay, well, it knows English because it knew to throw.
It knew to flow. It knew to fly away, huh?
Yeah, it knew to fly away after I said that. I said, Roger, throw a rock at it. You can hit it. He's like, well, I ain't doing that. It might land on us. I was like, oh, well, I never thought about that, you know.
Yeah, that's the problem. You got to worry about. You got to start throwing rocks at aliens.
Exactly.
It might
I was
notice
like,
you.
I couldn't throw it high enough. I was
This is a really clear one. Like, I mean, I think this is the one that is really close. No, this is the one that's kind of far away. There's one that flies right up on her while she's filming it.
oh, wow. I got to watch that. So I'm on the phone with you now, and I was working it through my phone to talk to you. So I thought that was so cool. I finally got through.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm Otika from Missouri, and I haven't seen anything out here in the skies yet. I'm still waiting. I said, well, if I see any drones, I'm going to be like, beam me up, Scotty, especially if they're up that big of drones.
Yeah, I mean,
I love your drone, by the way. It is so cool. My the fire department over here right by my house has a drone.
here we go. This is the one that flies right up on her. Like, you can clearly see it. It's like got a bunch of lights. It looks like it almost looks like a damn a stoplight flying.
Oh, wow.
Right? How it has red, yellow, green on the stoplight? It looks like that, but flying through the sky.
Well, while I'm on the phone with you, I can't see anything, so I have to wait until I get off the phone to look at it.
Okay.
But I appreciate you taking the call, and we're fine here in Missouri, so I hope it's not nothing serious going to happen to us. But
I don't think you got too much. I don't think you got too much to worry about. All right, you have a good one.
You too, darling.
All right, peace.
Bye-bye.
All right, she told me, she gave me these videos, and she said I could upload them. T did. This video shot from Hampton, right down the street from me. And tell me this thing does not look like a traffic light in the sky. Okay, a flying traffic light. Look how close it gets too. This is one of the best ones I've seen. And that don't look like any drone I've seen. And you seen the maneuvers it was making through the clouds? Like, how does it do that? Like, and there was a couple of them, according to her. That high up, it kind of looks like an airplane. Glenn gifted $5 memberships. Awesome. Thank you, Glenn. That's a good way to keep me alive. Okay. And if you got a membership, make sure you thank them. They're not free. They ain't expensive though. If you want to join up, become a member, support the cause, right? I think they're $2.99 a piece or something like that. $2.99, $3.99. I think it's $2.99 because I always say it's less than a cup of coffee. Like, you can support a channel for less than a cup of coffee a month. And that is just so strange, guys. Definitely strange. But I am going to get ready to get up out of here. I have been officially streaming tonight 5 hours. Okay. 2 hours here on UFOs. I did 3 hours of true crime. They're not cheap, my dude. Well, my lower level tier is I think $2.99. I'm flying in 2 days. Hope I see one. Well, as long as your plane don't crash into one, you good. You're welcome. Have fun, y'all. Thank you, Glenn. That was super awesome of you. Merry Christmas to you. Hope everybody, just in case I don't see you guys between now and Christmas, which I will. I stream every day, just about, especially during the week. I don't stream every day on the weekend, but during the week I stream every night. So most likely I'll see you. But if you're busy and you got doing things, Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year's. I hope you guys have absolutely a great night. It is 4:20 here. I remember what I used to do at 4:20, but now I don't smoke anymore. So now it's 4:20 is my bedtime. Okay. So I'm getting ready to go to bed, guys. You be blessed. Now, here's what I want y'all to leave in the comment box. Okay. What would you ask an alien if you could ask that alien one question? What would you ask an alien? Jesus is Lord. Okay. So in the comment box after this video, like this video, because I don't even think we hit 1,000 likes on this video. I ain't doing no more alien shit unless y'all like it. Okay. But definitely like the video. And then in the comment box, let me know the question you would ask an alien. And when I wake up in the morning, I'll read them. Okay. Google XRQ73. Okay. I'll make sure I do that. But right now I am going to Google my pillow. Okay. I'm going to Google right up to it, cuddle it. You know what I'm saying? So you guys be good. Stay blessed. And remember this, if nobody else loves you, Dolly and the aliens do. Okay. Dolly and the aliens do. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.